was born like this. I was born with a lot of problems. Not only the fact that I was missing hands, I was born with a cleft palate, so I couldn't eat. I couldn't breathe by myself. I wasn't going to be able to speak. And I know there were other problems that I can't think of right now. But when I was born, I was basically kept alive by a machine. And the doctor gave my mom the opportunity to unplug the machine and not have to worry about me. He told her that kids like this only came to the world to suffer. You know, what kind of life could I expect, or could she expect from me? And it's probably true, because I have suffered a little bit, you know? But who hasn't? Who hasn't? And like my mom told him, you're not the one who gave him the life, so who gives you the right to take his life away, you know? So I'm definitely thankful because my mom said that, and she was brave enough to take care of me. You know?
I describe him as your everyday boy or man. You know, he's typical in a lot of aspects in what he does, but in some ways he's more atypical because he's very, how do I say, very helpful with a lot of things. He cares very much about what goes on around him and the people around him.
How I could describe my son as spiritually a fighter since he was born.
I did grow up in a Christian home. Basically, my mom has always been Christian. My dad, my biological dad, was Catholic. But since he was out of the picture when I was 4, I can say yes, I was definitely in a Christian home with my mom. You can't say my life was a struggle, just because I always had to find different ways to do things, like the things that you know how to do and you do them the same way as anyone else. I would always have to find different ways, and it would probably take sometimes longer to do the things, but it was a struggle, because if I can give you an example, I used to wake up every morning and think about where I had to go, what kind of doorknobs I would have, what kind of pencils I would use, what kind of notebooks I would use. So I had to think about every aspect of my life every morning. So it was kind of like a struggle. How can I experience the love of God is actually very simple. I just have to appreciate the little things, you know. I have to appreciate the fact that even though my body doesn't physically let me do a lot of things, I still get to worship Him. That's the main point. I can live a life without being able to do many things, but if I wasn't able to worship God, that's where it would suck. And the simple fact that I still get to worship God and live for God, then that's where I can experience His love. I definitely questioned God a lot when I was little. I still do sometimes, honestly. Mainly is the why. The why was I born like this? Why is it that He, even though He can, like He could have made me with hands, you know, why did He choose not to? And I believe that the reason why He chose to make me like this is because He had a plan, a purpose. I believe that when He was thinking of me, in no way He was thinking hands. He was just thinking, you know, through His weakness, my power is going to be perfected, so definitely no hands for Him. I don't only think, I know they support my future. Not only because they say it, but because they show it every day. They know what I want to do in the future, they know why I want to do it, and in every single way that they can help, they do it. So I know they do support it. My talents are definitely in the music aspect, because I love to play the piano with my feet, and I also love to play drums without hands.
If he's ready to practice, he needs to do it or wants to do it. He knows he can do it whatever he wants.
Yes, all the time that he feels that he needs to be, you know, playing music or praying. He has his own place where to go.
With the way the house was set up, it was set up to be like a 3-bedroom house. But we took the 2 rooms back where he is, they were together, and opened it up to make it one large space in order for him to have an area where he can practice. You know, that he can set up his drums, have his piano going, whatever he wishes to do back there.
I got into playing the piano because I was having a hard time dealing with my life with no hands. I felt tired, I felt physically tired, mentally tired, so I wanted to renew my strength, and I knew that I had to just worship God more. So I wanted to do it in private in my room. So then I asked God for the ability to play the piano. And since I have no hands, then of course the only way to do it is with my feet. So I asked him to do it and he answered. So I started playing the piano in my room just to worship God and just spend more time with him. My purpose in life, definitely I base it on Exodus 9:16. That says, I have set you for a purpose to, so that people may see my power through you. And I believe that my purpose is so that through everything I do in life, the way I live my life, people can see the power of God through me. And I believe that's not only my purpose, but I believe that's everyone's purpose. That we live in such a way that people may see the love of God and His power through us.